What makes you happy? What gives you joy? What gets you excited? What's something that would happen that would make you call or text somebody and say, you'll never believe what happened to me today? We've got a passage kind of like that in Luke 10:17 through 20. Here it is in the CSB. The 72 returned with joy, saying, Lord, even the demons submit to us in your name. He, that's Jesus, said to them, I watched Satan fall from heaven like lightning. Look, I have given you the authority to trample on snakes and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy. Nothing at all will harm you. However, don't rejoice that the spirits submit to you, but rejoice that your names are written in heaven. We read a passage, we ask, what's to say about God? What's to say about people? What am I going to do about it? Who am I going to tell about it? Pause the video, discover those answers for yourself, and then come back. What does this say about God? Well, I was drawn to this passage because of a comment that was left on yesterday's video over on YouTube. Someone that felt sort of overwhelmed by the things going on in the world. What's my role in this, and what side should we be on, and how can I interact with these things? And it raises a lot of questions when we look at the big things going on in the world. And I think if we apply the ideas in this passage here, I think what God would say to us is, I have authority over everything. Leave the big stuff to me. If I want you involved with it, I'll call you up, but overall, just leave the big things to me. Don't worry about it. Don't rejoice over it. Don't worry about that. Don't make that the important stuff. Remember that those things are in my hands. What does this say about people? Well, it says that we get bedazzled by the big events of life and we want to be a part, or we want to contribute, or we want to join the team or whatever in some kind of way. And we get really excited about some of those things, sometimes to the neglect of our day-to-day loving of God and loving of people, the thing that we're called to do as followers of Christ, taking up our cross daily and following him. God gives us even little small things daily to put in our hands. And those are the things that we should rejoice in. So what am I going to do about it? Well, this morning I was in my car and I found myself tempted to listen to a podcast instead of my Bible. And I thought, why is that? And I realized, when I listen to a podcast, I feel like I'm adding something useful. I'm building some sort of skill that I'll be able to use later. And it seems crazy because that's sort of how I see the Bible. The Bible gives me all these useful things and all this wisdom, and it lays a great foundation for everything that I'm going to do. And so why can't I view the Bible as that? So what am I going to do about it? Well, I want these videos to be useful for you. I'm going to be talking about some new things coming up like filmmaking and storytelling and technology, things that interest me as an author and filmmaker. And I want them to be useful for you, even those of you who are following because you like the scripture videos. So I want to give everything from a Christian worldview. I want everything to be painted with an optimism of how can we use this today to love other people. I want everything to be from a discipleship context. So that's my commitment to you. Who am I going to share this with? I've shared it with you. Who are you going to share it with? And what were your answers to the other questions? Put them in the comments and I'll see you tomorrow.